Here at ABC 10, we stand for you, and a big part of that is connecting you with the incredible communities that make up our region through our Around Town, which we enjoy doing. Rob has the assignment this morning. He is live in Auburn. Rob, chilly out there this morning, right?
Yeah, it's a little chilly, but it's well worth it because we're here at Viña Castellano, a winery. It's got the wine cave. We showed you that. This beautiful pond, which is just amazing. So you can go from the cave to the pond, sit back, relax. I talked about how they have a Mother's Day brunch coming up that you can come up here and experience. But also we want to talk about something that goes with Mother's Day, which is, of course, traditional roses. It's just amazing how everything all connects. And so we're going to talk to Catherine and David. They are the owners of more than 600 rose bushes just down the street. It's called Dutch Door Farm, and these are just absolutely beautiful. And David, let me start with you. You pointed out that these are locally grown and really fragrant, and you were not lying.
Definitely. They're all so much more fragrant than the grocery store roses, the traditional ones that you get there.
And Catherine, tell me, how did you come about with this business? You know, people have lots of ideas. One day I'm going to do this. Well,
Right.
Guess what? You did it, and they're for sale.
It was very much like that. We wanted to get involved with the sustainable farming, and we heard about locally grown flowers, and I thought, what a better way to get your flowers fresh and support people in your community. And so we decided that we were going to plant roses. We don't like to plant flowers throughout the summer. We wanted to just have the shrubs, the bushes that we could tend. And so our roses are seasonal. They start right around Mother's Day. So it's perfect timing, beautiful spring. They've come out of their winter dormancy, so they are fresh and beautiful. And so then we also have time in the winter when they're dormant to have our normal family life too.
And David, can you just explain to me what it's like, say, if someone, you know, if you go to the grocery store, that's fine. We all have done it before, but I mean, locally grown from a farm, this is a tradition. And like you said, it's like getting your farm or your flowers from grandma's house.
They are. And there's 29 different varieties and different colors, different petal counts. Sometimes there's two colors on one rose. And it's just such a great variety and such a beautiful experience.
All right, so for our mothers, you know, it's the thought behind what you give them that really counts. And there's a lot of thought behind these flowers and what you guys have done. So thank you so much. And I want to end it over here with Tiffany with Visit Placer. So Tiffany, I mean, every time I come to a place, I'm learning more and more, and I'm kind of blown away. We just got here. We've only been here for an hour. What are some other ideas in Placer County that people may have for Mother's Day coming up?
Well, Mother's Day is just a wonderful weekend to come out and explore Placer County and any other weekend throughout the year. Like you said, we've got all the wineries on the Wine and Ale Trail. There's hiking. Hidden Falls Regional Park is in the heart of the Wine and Ale Trails. You can go on a hike and then do a little wine or beer tasting, pick up some roses. Also, the Auburn State Recreation Area is very popular in Auburn. The hike to Lake Clementine. You've got downtown in Old Town Auburn, lots of great shops, cafes, and just a way to really enjoy the beauty of this area that's so close.
I'm going to let you be biased a little bit. What's your favorite? What's your favorite? Since you live here and you talk about these things all the time, do you have a favorite?
That's a hard one. I don't know that I...
Which one of your children is your favorite and which one of your pets is your favorite?
Yes.
Okay.
You can find all the favorite wonderful things in Placer at visitplacer.com.
They chose the right person for the job because you respect and love all businesses in Placer County, and we appreciate you. You guys, it's not far down the road, and if you live here, every single street has something new, a new business, a place to visit, to enjoy. That's why we love Auburn, and that's why we are in your town. Next up, we're going to blow some glass, and that's a good thing.
ABC 10, we stand for you. You hear us say that often, and a big part of that is connecting you with the incredible communities that make up our region through our Around Town visits. And this morning, Rob Carmark is live in Auburn. He's been there all morning long, making new friends and showing us all the great things that make Auburn special. Rob?
All right, well, thanks for that glowing introduction. Let me tell you something. This is really special because where we are right now is usually not open to the public. In fact, it's only open a handful of times. And I've got Tiffany here with Visit Plaster. So tell us, again, where we are for people that are just dropping in. Then we're going to show you some live glass blowing here.
Yes, we're here in North Auburn at the Nicholson Van Altina Studios. They're one of many studios that will be open next weekend for the Mother's Day Art Studios Tour. And it's just a wonderful opportunity to see artists in their place, in their studios with their art. So you'll see live demonstrations from them and Susan Stoll, their guest photographer.
Okay, so what people are watching right now is this is Hannah. She's got that cloth there, and this is thousands of degrees, obviously. We're not interviewing them live because there's something about hot molten glass makes you want to concentrate a little bit more. So we're going to go ahead and let them do their thing. So, they ship all over the world, and what they're doing right now is they're going to make something called a cobalt color blue floppy bowl, right?
Yes, it's this is the start in the process in there when they're taking the glass out, and then through the glass blowing process, it's a multi-layer process that they use with the color and the shaping and the way they blow.
Are you surprised by how many artists have decided to either continue family business or pick up and move here because this is the place where artists can really thrive?
Oh yeah, it's great. This wonderful rural setting where they can have a studio out here on the outskirts where it's very peaceful. This business, Hannah's parents actually started this business. And so they're continuing on the tradition.
All right, so again, what you're watching here, they're going to make one of these blue-colored bowls. And Andrew, while they're doing that for 1 second, I want to show you sort of the finished product right here. This is what it's going to look like. And it takes a lot of concentration, as you would expect. But let's go ahead and go back here. You can see that Alana there is doing the glass blowing, and Hannah's doing the shaping right now. And what they did earlier is they actually added the color. So even though it's molten glass right now, as it begins to cool and it begins to take shape, that really beautiful, vibrant blue color is going to start to show up. And again, folks, you want to see this in person because seeing the bowls and some of the other artwork that they do all the time or experiment with really is something, but to be able to come here and do it and see it live really is special. And they'll do live demonstrations all Mother's Day weekend, and we are here in North Auburn around town. Just an amazing thing to see, probably right down the street from you. Back to you.
Well, here at ABC 10, we stand for you. We connect you with the many communities that make our region so special. That's why this morning, our very own Rob Carmark is not doing the weather. He's out in it, and he is in Auburn for another Around Town segment. Rob, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Walt. We've had an adventure so far this morning. Beautiful, learning about all sorts of new things here in Placer County, specifically in Auburn. And one of the really cool things is, have you ever been, say, in a downtown location and you see some art and you're like, oh, that's great. I wonder how they make that. I wonder how they put this together. Well, for Mother's Day weekend, there's going to be a tour that you can go on to actually go to some of these studios where they create some really incredible stuff. So I've got Alana here. So tell us about where we are and what you're up to.
So we are in North Auburn at our studio off of Bell Road. We are currently just starting a little piece right now, but we're excited because we're gearing up for our Mother's Day weekend tour that we do with the North Auburn artists. There are about 21 artists at 13 different locations, and it's a free self-guided tour that everyone can go on and watch artists make in their studios.
So when people come here for the first time, what do you overhear? What do they say? Are they blown away? What's their reaction?
Yeah, they're definitely blown away. Even a lot of people that have been in Auburn for most of their lives don't know that we're out here because we're kind of like out in the sticks. And that's kind of the case with a lot of the artists on the tour. They have their home studios that are private, and so this is a really special opportunity to come out and see artists in their home space working with their pieces.
You know, one of the really unique things about this area is that it's just so wide open. You can, just driving over here, I can let my mind wander and just sort of explore, my thoughts. Is that great? Is this a great place to be for an artist?
Definitely. That's probably the biggest reason that we're all out here. We love people, but we also need a lot of space for creativity and to be able to just kind of like let go and do what we feel like. And having this beautiful space around us is really inspiring.
Okay, before we toss it back, Hannah is doing something right now. Can you describe her process and what she's up to?
Yeah, so we're prepping because we're going to be making a dichroic bowl. So we have two different furnaces. The one that she's in right now is our heat source. So she's using that to kind of heat and manipulate the glass. The furnace to the right houses all of our clear molten glass in a crucible, which is like a big bowl. It's around 2200 degrees or so. She's going into our color box here to pick up a little piece of dichroic, which is a little bit of a metal that's been plated onto sheet glass. And it'll give a little bit of a shimmer to the piece. So this is the very beginning stages of our piece.
I can't help but notice Hannah's a little casual here. If I were doing that, I'd be wearing that metal suit that you see like when they're by the volcano. She's got on some jeans, but she's been up doing this for a long time, and her family as well.
Oh yeah, her family's been, they blew glass here for about 40 years. We took over the business about 7 or 8 years ago. And then also it gets really hot, and a lot of that protective gear kind of creates a Tupperware kind of effect, and you get even hotter than you would if you're, wearing short sleeves. You learn pretty quickly what you can and can't touch. So.
All right, thank you so much. And for everyone watching at home, this is not where we're going to leave it. This is the beginning stage. We'll go ahead and come back and talk to you guys again and sort of be further along in the process and talk more about what you can see out here at this amazing glass studio. Back to you.
Yeah, it looks super cool, Rob. Is it like warm in there with all the fire going?
It's definitely warm, but I know one place that's warmer is on the other side of all this gear used to make all the art. So yeah, it's nice and cozy in here for sure, Walt. This is a place to weather out the cold mornings in Auburn.
Yeah, for sure, especially this morning. Okay, Rob, thank you. Well, here at ABC 10, we stand for you. We connect you with the many communities that make our region so unique and special. That's why this morning we have our very own Rob Carmark. He is around town, out of town, in Auburn town. Rob, it looks like you're going to start with the happy hour a little early today.
It's happy hours at 5 o'clock somewhere, right, Walt? So we're going to go ahead and shift it to 5 a.m. Actually, we will not be partaking, but you were in for a treat. I've been to a lot of places around here. This is one of the most special, and we just got here. So let's go ahead and crack the door open on your Friday. And we got special invitation here. All right, here we go. These are bull horns, by the way, because the whole theme of this winery is from Spain, right? So we're going to go ahead and talk to Tina here with Viña Castellano. So Tina, tell us what you got going on here.
Come on in. So we have been here, well, as a family, we've been here for almost 60 years, but the winery has been here for about 25 years. And my father, Gabe, who has unfortunately passed on, was a Spaniard. And so he loved wine. And one of the reasons he chose this piece of land that we raised our family on is that it has a very similar climate to where our family is from in Spain.
Now, the first thing, people open these doors and they come in here. I mean, you have probably a lot of locals and people that keep coming back and a lot of new people. What do they say? What do you overhear when they come into this amazing wine cave?
Wow. And the first thing they say, is this real? And so this actually is a cut and cover cave. And so the other thing that Gabe was an earth moving and excavating. So he built this cave himself.
It comes in handy when building a cave. You've got to know how to move dirt.
Very, very good. But so the three sides are earth, and then a very good friend of his who had the patent on this designed this roof. So the molds were made of the actual stones that my dad laid them out on the ground. They made these molds. They made these in a factory in Ojai, and then they came, and these are welded onto metal beams that go across there. And so, yeah.
So clearly there's a lot of craftsmanship and thought put in just to the cave. I can imagine there's the same amount of effort put into these wines.
Yeah,
Briefly tell me about what people can expect here and what it's like to sort of experience, say, an afternoon here.
Okay, so our little tagline is a little piece of Spain and the Sierra foothills. And so we do specialize in Spanish varietals. We do Syrah and we do Cab Franc as well. But you come here, come into the cave. We do have tapas, little tapas trays that we do with Spanish meats and cheeses, and that pair well with our wines. So we're known as one of the top producers of Tempranillo in the United States. We were one of the first to plant it here about 25 years ago, and or as Tempranillo. It's been here as other things.
And Tina, so you're one of many around here. So you know, a lot of people when they think about wine tasting and that sort of experience, they might be thinking about different counties. But there's so much going on right here in Placer County for wine, for beer. Even if drinking is not your thing, the whole experience of getting out into the country and seeing some of these beautiful places is right here at home. So tell us about just a couple other things that people can check out here in the local area.
Okay, well, there's actually 20 wineries on our Placer County wine trail. And it's actually the wine and ale trail. We also have some farm breweries on that trail. So it's a really kind of unique experience. And yeah.
All right, so we've got a big weekend coming up. By the way, a lot of people watching right now, this may be new to you, so just keep it to yourself. Mother's Day is not this weekend, it's next weekend. If you don't have a plan, now you do in Placer County. So come on out to Vina, Castellano, or some of the other places nearby. We're gonna be talking about flowers in our next segment. So Walt, we'll go ahead and take it back to you.
You know, Rob, that is just, you know, you make a good point. The doors open and everybody just goes, wow, didn't know, right? That's the initial vibe, right?
Yeah, you know, one of the first things that you said to me is thank you for finding us and thank you for coming out. You know, in the wine industry, you know, just like a lot of things, you know, things have been slowing down a little bit, but I got to tell you, it's not always about the wine, it's about the experience.
Yeah.
And if you want something special, if you've got company, you want to blow them away and be like, oh, I found a place right here.
Yeah, I would just say, we're going someplace, trust me, and then let them experience when the door opens. I wouldn't tell them. It's the surprise. Okay, Rob, thank you.